So after 47 games, game 48, the World Cup final at Lords between England and New Zealand is finally here. Joining me to discuss that game today is Nick Friend. So first of all, with England, they were very impressive in their last game against Australia. Who's going to play for them in the final?
Well, I think they'll go with that same side that's been so successful in those last 3 games and frankly been successful in the last 4 years. I mean, obviously it means that Mo Ali misses out. He's been a big part of what's gone on in this revival, but Liam Plunkett is such a huge part of this team. It's no coincidence that when he's not played, England have lost, and when he has played, England have just looked more balanced. They've had a sort of better control of those middle overs with the ball, which is what he offers with that ball that he sort of bangs into the surface, cross seam. The odd one sticks in the pitch, the odd one comes on, hurries the batsman. He counted for Virat Kohli in that game against India. He's picked up wickets the whole way through the tournament. He's such a useful part of this England team. Of course, it means to a point that they look shorter on batting, given what Marine offers, I guess, versus what Plunkett offers, but they've not really been tested in that regard in those 3 games because I guess the nature of the way that Roy and Bairstow have gone on the top, they've almost had enough runs on the board to cope with anything that's sort of followed. So they'll go with Plunkett, I suspect. I mean, there's no reason, I can't see why they wouldn't do. They've been so good in those last 3 games. And the momentum they'll take from Thursday when they were, frankly, as good as you can be as a one-day team, I think, as good as England have been for arguably during this 4-year period, means that I'd be very surprised to see them change tack.
And of course, New Zealand are also in the final. They beat India to get to the final. It was a very impressive victory over India. Who's going to play for them?
Well, they're a funny one, aren't they? Because they've had so many guys who've been horribly out of nick for the vast majority of this tournament. Martin Guptill at the top, who was so key 4 years ago, and of course they reached the final then as well. He was the top run scorer in the tournament. Colin Munro started the tournament, has been left out since then for Henry Nicholls, who also hasn't really scored a run. He looked better against India, but not necessarily the sort of the proactive guy they need batting around Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor, who've sort of carried this batting order. Jimmy Neesham's helped them further down as well, but they could really do with some help from the guys at the top. I can't see them changing them. I don't see why you would now. Martin Guptill hopefully will take confidence from a New Zealand point of view from that run out of MS Dhoni that essentially won his side the game on Wednesday. That's on that second day of that one-day international. Huge day. It will come down to nerve, won't it? That's ultimately all we can say, really.
Exactly. And neither team have won the tournament, so it's going to be an amazing occasion. Hope you all enjoy.